Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for coming along here today. I'm Iñaki Velez de Guevara. I'm working for Santillana Group, and I'm responsible for implementing the digital architecture. Before starting the presentation, I would like to ask some questions to the audience to know what we are in some aspect. Please put your hands up, those who have children attending primary or secondary school. Raise your hands, please. OK, the majority of you. And how many of you believe that your children are using new evaluation and learning models in their schools? Please, raise your hand. OK, not really sure. Then, how many of you really believe that these new learning models and evaluation models are possible or at least feasible over time? It's really weird, but because now it's more than the previous question. OK, it doesn't matter. OK. Let me explain in a few minutes how to help to transform education with the proper use of the cloud. But let me to put some context. Santillana is an editorial group founded 50 years ago, based in 22 countries. In 20 of them is the leader. We are selling textbooks, but also we are implementing new learning systems to help to transform schools to have high performance. And today, with this new learning system, we have almost 2.5 million of users. And we reach 24% of the total turnover. But how Santillana has done this? The first thing that Santillana has done is to see how to implement new learning trends based on local realities. The second thing that Santillana has done is to build a learning system to help to have a high performance in the schools. We are looking for new methodologies, such as adaptive learning, assessment tool, learning for discovery, and match them with technological concepts, such as machine learning, artificial intelligence, semantic search. But let me to be more specific with a couple of examples that cover those models. In the first case, with assessment methods, we have created a product, Pleno, that basically what it does is to evaluate curricular skills for 4 core subjects: language, mathematics, social sciences, and material sciences. Our objective for this kind of products is to have a high availability and a proper auto-scaling infrastructure, because you have to take into account that when you are using this kind of things in the market, you are using that nationwide for both private and public sector. You can scale from 1 server to 1,000 servers in minutes. You need to have a very good level of service, real time. Let me to show you another example, adaptive learning. We have created a product, Aprendizaje Eficaz. You can translate it as an effective learning. Has 3 modules to train in: basic learning skills, mathematical skills, and reading comprehension. To make this possible, we needed specific technologies within the cloud, such as machine learning and voice and writing recognition. I'm talking about Amazon SageMaker, Amazon Transcribe, Amazon Comprehend, or Amazon Poly and Amazon Lex, depending on the technological context. with or without physical device. But to be implementing properly all the functionalities that I mentioned before, we had to change in the way that we manage the creation of the product that we have. We cannot do it with a traditional model, not anymore. What we had to do is to look for a management framework, such as cloud maturity model or similar, and go managing. That's it, infrastructure as a code. You had to ensure from the section of the product that the architecture should be based on the elements of the cloud in which it will be executed. And always you had to take into account things like DevSecOps all together and Agile to make this possible. From then on, you can run your solution, you can transform your products, you can put new technological trends very frequently because companies such as Amazon Web Services are constantly innovating. You can move from national to international in minutes. All of that with a very good level of service. But what happened with the cost? Is it cost effective? Let me explain if it's cost effective using Santillana as an example. 6 years ago, we started our digital adventure with around 200 students in our platform using a traditional model of infrastructure. And today, we have almost 2.5 million of users in our platform. Have a look at the line in orange. But now, let's have a look at the line in green. We started with a cost of 20 euros per user per year. And after moving the infrastructure into the cloud, we decreased dramatically the cost from 20 euros to 89 cents. And although we are steadily increasing the number of users in our platform, the total cost is almost flat. Is it cost effective? Oh, yes, I think so. Well, that's all I wanted to tell you about how to transform education with the proper use of the cloud. Thank you so much.